Hi, today we're going to show elapsed time on an analog clock. First, we got to ask ourselves, what is elapsed time? Elapsed time is how much time has passed from the start to the end. We're going to start by showing an example. How much time is elapsed between 4:15 and 5:06? The first step is to mark the start time. We know 4:15 is our beginning, so we mark it. Our next step will be to mark the end time. 5:06 is our end time. Five, and then 6 minutes. Our goal is to find time, to find the amount of time that has elapsed. So we start with our start time here, and we're going to make some arcs here. And I'm going to mark it with a 5 because I'm going to count in 5-minute increments. And my goal is to start at the 4:15 and go all around until I get to 5:06. This just makes it easier to count. Okay, so the tricky part is there's an extra minute. I can't go another increment of 5 because then that would be too far. That would be way past 5:06. So I'm just going to make another arc, teeny tiny one, and mark the 1 minute that's left over. So now I've got lots of arcs. I'm going to add them up. Okay, so for this, you can actually count them all up and multiply them and add that extra, or just count by 5s. I find it easier to just count by 5s. So we got 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, plus that extra one is 51 minutes. Okay, so the amount of time that has gone by is 51 minutes. Okay, now that's using this particular analog clock. Here is another example. There's another type of problem here. If it's 3:05, what time will it be in 42 minutes? Okay, first we're going to go ahead and mark it. Okay, so we've got 3:05. So I'm going to mark the hour hand first. Okay, 3:05, great. And then we're going to use the same arc system to demonstrate the 42 minutes. I'm going to take this 42, and in my mind I'm rounding it to about 40 minutes. That tells me, okay, I can go in increments of 5. With analog clocks, it's probably best to go in those increments of 5. They're just easier to count. Okay, so one thing I did forget, you gotta make sure to add them all up properly. Let's see. Okay, so we've got, as you go, you're adding 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Okay, I'm not there yet, so let's continue. 30, 35, 40. Okay, so now I've got to stop making arcs of 5 here. Now I've got to do exact minutes. I got 2 minutes left over here. 1 and 2. Okay, great. Now I can add these up, and that'll tell me the amount of elapsed time. So again, I'm going to count by 5s. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 41, 42. Okay, great. I've got my 42 minutes. Now, what time is it? Okay. All right. Okay, so we're going to take, we know it's 3 o'clock because that's our hour hand. Okay, so now we're going to go ahead and count. We've got, take our minute hand, go all the way around. Our minute hand's going to go ahead and mark all the way here. So we know it's going to be 3 o'clock. That's our hour. And then the amount of minutes is 47 minutes. And that's how you use an analog clock for elapsed time.